Hey everybody, welcome to Von Cupcake Yoga. I'm your host Gretchen, and today I'm going to guide you through just a nice full body stretch to help you get going for the day or even to help you unwind at the end of the day, depending on when you take this. So in our practice today, we're going to use blocks. Anything roughly the shape or size of this will do. Blocks are easy to find and there's no shame in props. So use those props, my friends. And today we're going to get started lying on our back. So let's lie down. Come all the way down. You can keep your knees bent if you like. That might feel really good too. Take a few breaths here. Start to just breathe. Notice any noises that might be around you. And just kind of acknowledge them in your mind and then put them up on a little shelf. And any thoughts that come into your mind, you can just put those up on a little shelf too. They'll be there for you when you come back. And everything I tell you today is a suggestion and not a command. Make any modifications for your own body, always backing away from any actual pain, but we like to have that nice, delicious ache of a good stretch. So observe your body and learn to know the difference. Of course, if it hurts, back out of it. And draw your attention to your breath, making no changes, just observing as that air comes in through your nose and out your nose. Maybe notice if that air feels a little cooler when you inhale and a little warmer when you exhale. Feel and notice your belly gently rise and fall as you breathe. Start to deepen your breath, inhaling fully through the nose into the belly, filling your body like a balloon. Exhale completely. Let your whole body deflate into a little puddle on the floor. Inhaling fully, fill your belly like a balloon. Fill that belly, let those ribs expand. Exhale fully, let it all melt down. As you inhale, I want you to think the words, I am worthy. And when you exhale, I want you to release all of those feelings that make you feel less than worthy. Let those go. You are extremely valuable. You are very worthy. You deserve a wonderful life. Inhale fully, accept that. Exhale, let it go. Let go of that old stuff, that doubt, that fear, that imposter syndrome. Just let it go. Start to sway your knees a little from side to side. Nice and slow. Maybe we inhale as our knees are drawn to center, and we exhale as our knees are drawn to one side or the other. Being mindful and swaying those knees from side to side, paying attention to what parts of your body are in contact with the mat. Maybe when our knees are off to a side, we have a hip that might lift up off of the floor. And maybe as we draw our knees back to center, we feel our hips gently return to center and our sacrum finds its way to the floor. Very gently and slowly sway those knees from side to side. And then return to center. Allow those knees to splay open. Bring those soles of your feet together to touch. Draw your arms out to a T and then bend into those elbows. And then draw those fingertips towards each other, finding your body in kind of like a figure 8 shape here. Inhale fully. Breathe and inhale your lungs up towards the ceiling. Exhale, let it go. Inhale and exhale. Take 2 more full deep breaths here. Filling that belly all the way with fresh, new air, new love, revitalized energy. Exhale all that old stuff that no longer serves you. Let it all go. Gently drawing our arms down to the outside of our thighs. Gently press into those thighs. Help guide those knees back to center. And then cross this right ankle over this left knee. Maybe gently press down on that right thigh. And now this is the posture, and you don't have to go any further than this. But if you'd like a little something more from this, you can lift up on that left leg, reach down, hold on to that left leg, left thigh, or you can actually hold on to that right shin too, if you like. Whichever works here. If I got my left and rights confused, follow along. You know how it goes, that directional dyslexia. Find yourself in a recline, pigeon pose, maybe a little sway from side to side. Feel good here. And lower down. We're going to do the other side. So if you use the wrong side, or if I gave you the wrong directions, that's okay. We're going to the other side too. So we're going to cross this left ankle over this right knee. Gently press down on that left thigh. Let that left thigh feel heavy. You don't have to go any further than this if you don't want to, but if you want a little something more, lift up on that right leg. Reach down and hold on to that right thigh or that left shin or both, and maybe gently sway a little from side to side here. And lower down, nice and slow. Lower the other leg down, sway those knees from side to side. And maybe next time our knees find their way onto the right side of our mat, we can let them come all the way down to the floor. Press your pelvis towards that left edge of the mat and point that left knee towards that lower right corner. Bring your arms out to a T and then turn your gaze over to the right, finding a reclined twist here. Breathe into your body. Inhale fully in through the belly button. Exhale completely. One more big full breath in. Let it go. Tighten up on those tummy muscles. Draw those knees back to center. Draw that gaze back to center. And continue your merry way, swaying those knees from side to side. Get real dramatic. Let that hip lift up. And we're going to slowly work our way for our knees to go down to the left side of your mat. However it gets there, whenever it gets there. Take your time. You are here right now with me. This is your time. Bring those knees down to the left side of your mat. Maybe press that pelvis towards that left edge of the mat. Maybe point that right knee towards that lower left corner of the mat. Bring your arms out to a T and then turn your head over to the right. Finding a reclined twist on this side. Inhale fully through the belly button, extending your rib cage. Exhale completely, let it go. Another big breath. Let it go. Tighten up on those tummy muscles. Draw those knees back to center. Draw that gaze back to center. And then bring your hands down by your side and gently press yourself up. Nice and slow, nice and easy, taking your time. Coming up to your most easy, comfortable seats. And maybe extend those legs out as wide as is comfortable for you. Sometimes when we have crabby knees, it's more comfortable to sit this way. And if you got any juicy goodness back behind you, just move that out of the way. Wiggle around a little bit. You want to feel those hip bones just kind of grinding into the floor. That's going to connect you to the earth, grounding your body, give you the stability and support that you need. Sit up nice and tall, extend through the crown of the head, and then bring your hands to your legs. Shoulders are back and down. I want you to take a big breath. As you exhale, lean forward, guiding your hands down to your shins, maybe your knees, or your ankles or your feet, whichever works best for you. Lean forward with your chest. Just allow that to feel a little heavy. Being gentle on our body. Breathe in here. I want you to breathe right into those hamstrings, those backs of your thighs. Inhale fully and exhale fully. We're just leaning, allowing gravity to slowly pull. Exhale, walk those hands back up nice and easy here. Let us bend into this right leg. Just bend that right knee, kind of tuck that right knee in as close to your center as possible, but it doesn't have to be right up into your center, just what feels good. Inhale both those arms up and then pivot your body towards that extended leg. Hinge forward at the hips, reaching with our arms. Reach, reach, reach until we feel a nice stretch up the back of our leg, and then we can bring those hands down. Take those shoulders away from your ears. Take a big breath here. Exhale. Maybe we fold forward just a little bit more. Release that chin to your chest. Exhale, release. Slowly bring that body back up. Take this right hand and put it on the mat behind you, and then press into the mat. Lift those hips. Find a little opening pelvis stretch here. Bring it back down, nice and easy, nice and slow. Come on back up. We're just going to switch sides here. So let's extend this right leg forward. Bring this left foot in. So now you kind of have an idea of where we're going. So we're going to inhale both those arms up. We're going to pivot towards that extended right leg, hinging forward at the hips, reaching until we find a nice stretch, bringing our hands down. Big breath in, make that back feel nice and flat. Exhale, maybe we deepen that fold a little bit here. And release. Bring this left hand back behind you. Press into that left hand. Lift those hips. Reach that right arm up. Open up. Exhale, lower down. Nice and easy, nice and gentle. Let's go to hands and knees to a tabletop posture. Grab onto those blocks. Make sure they're at the top of your mat, ready for you. Find yourself in your tabletop, your hands and knees. Wrists are right underneath your shoulders and knees are right underneath your hips. Spread those fingers nice and wide. Inhale here, round that back towards the ceiling. Tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone, cat pose. Exhale, sink that belly down. Shoulders back and down, cow pose. Inhale, round that spine, cat pose. Exhale, sink that belly down, arch that back, shoulders back and down, cow pose. Sink those hips back. Find a quick little child's pose here, reaching those arms forward. You can spread those knees nice and wide. Bring those big toes maybe together to touch. Let that heart and chest slowly find its way down to the mat. Big breath in, let it go. Gently press yourself up to your tabletop. Let's bring this left foot forward. Setting ourselves up for our low lunge here, scooping those hips down and forward. Maybe those hands can come to your blocks. Bring your shoulders back and down. Shine your heart forward. Big breath in. Exhale completely. Maybe we can extend our arms towards the ceiling here, finding a kneeling warrior one. Exhale, bring those hands down to the mat. We're going to press into those blocks. Draw that left foot back to meet the right. And then we're just going to bring that right foot forward, sinking into that low lunge once again, bringing those hands to your blocks. Making some adjustments, making sure that we are fully supported and safe. Maybe make sure that ankle is not behind the knee and the knee is not extended over that ankle. Maybe from here we can extend our arms toward the ceiling, finding our kneeling warrior on this side. Exhale, bring those hands down, press into those blocks, bring that knee back to meet its friend over here. Staying up on our knees, grab onto those blocks and set them next to your ankles. So we're going to do half camel on each side today. So as we are on our knees, now you can put some blankets under your knees if you need a little extra cushion. So make yourself feel nice and cozy here. Inhale this right arm up, 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 and then back, back, back. Bring that right hand to that block. Wherever that block is, maybe it's near your ankle, maybe it's past your ankle. So from here, we're going to extend this right arm up towards the ceiling, pressing our pelvis forward and maybe letting our head drop back just a little bit here, opening up the front of our body in half camel. Big breath in, let it go. Big breath in, let it go. To gently release, tighten up on those tummy muscles, draw that body back up. Bring both arms forward down to the mat, sink those hips back. Find a little bit of a child's pose here. The counter pose to camel is child's pose. So take a moment here. Exhale. Come on back up to your tabletop. And then walk those hands back, coming up on our knees. We're just going to do the other side, guys, okay? So let's extend this right arm up towards the ceiling and then bring it back behind you, coming to rest on that block wherever it may be. And this left hand we're going to bring up towards the ceiling, pressing our pelvis forward, maybe even letting our head drop back, finding an opening in the front of our body, half camel on this side. Big breath in, let it go. And gently release, drawing that back hand to come forward, sinking those hips down, maybe spreading those knees nice and wide, bringing those big toes together to touch. Sink into a little child's pose here. Walk those hands forward in your child's pose. Let that heart come all the way down. And then we are going to press into our knees and we're going to shift our bodies forward, kind of coming through tabletop, letting those hips come down to the floor. Start to lower that body down. Those hands should land right kind of underneath your shoulders. And if they're not quite there, just kind of move them till they are. And you'll find yourself on your belly with your hands underneath your shoulders. Your elbows should be pointing back towards your feet. Press into your hands. Lift your chest, just your chest, your shoulders and your chest. Point those elbows back. Maybe look ahead forward. Come into baby cobra here. Big breath in. Exhale, lower down. Give yourself one more here. Press into those hands. Lift your heart, just your heart. Point those elbows back. Exhale, lower down. Beautiful. Walk those hands forward just enough to bring your forearms and elbows down to the mat. Maybe your elbows are underneath of your shoulders and your hands are palms down in front of you. Shine that heart forward, coming into Sphinx pose here. This very gentle back bend. I want you to inhale fully. Feel that belly pressing against the mat, swelling your body like a balloon. And maybe open mouth, sigh it out, let it go. Melt down to a nice little puddle here. Big breath in. Exhale, start to lower down once again, realigning those hands underneath your shoulders. Big breath in. Press into your hands. Press into your knees. Lift those hips up. Come to a tabletop. And then shift those hips back. Find a child's pose here. Spread those fingers really, really wide. Tuck those toes underneath of you. Press into your feet. Press into your hands. Lift those hips. Find a down dog here. And walk your hands back towards your feet. Coming into a forward fold at the back of your mat. Walk those feet nice and wide, maybe as wide as your mat. You can even press on the sides of your belly to kind of open up the hip mobility here. Let those arms hang down. Sway a little from side to side. Hands on those shins, make a nice flat back. Big breath in, exhale, fold forward. Bend into those knees. Start to round that spine up one vertebrae at a time. Stacking those vertebrae, turning those palms to face forward, finding a mountain pose, a Tadasana. Shoulders are back and down at the back of your mat. Take a breath here. Let it go. Big breath in, release. We're going to give a little love to our feet while we're up here today. So grab one of your blocks and bring it to rest just down on your mat, maybe on the lowest level. So whatever the lowest level of your block is. So we're going to stretch out our calves, our Achilles tendons, and the muscles below your foot. I've had a lot of people contact me about foot pain, so this is going to help you out with that. If you have plantar fasciitis and things like that, this will be very beneficial for you. So we're going to keep our heel on the mat and bring the ball of our foot to the corner of the block. Keeping that leg relatively straight, you can put a slight bend on it to keep that from locking up to you. Bring your hands to your hips and point those elbows back so we can keep our posture nice and straight here. Looking straight ahead, I want you to take a deep breath in here and then lean forward until you feel a nice stretch up the back of your calf. And of course, we're always going to back away from pain, but we want that nice, delicious ache of a stretch. And once you find it, I want you to take a huge deep breath in and send that air all the way down to your calf. Have it travel down all the way to your ankle. And I want you to breathe here for a couple minutes, okay? Just breathe. Inhaling fully, send that breath all the way to the bottom of your foot. Send that breath all the way up your calf, even into the back of your knee. One more full breath in. Exhale, start to release, bringing that body back up. Bend into that front knee, bring it back down off the block. Maybe wiggle your legs a little bit. Shake it out just a bit. just to kind of get those fluids going in our joints. And let's do the other side, okay? So let's bring the heel of that right foot to the mat. Bring the ball of that right foot to the corner of our block. Bring those hands to those hips, elbows pointing back. That front knee can have a slight bend if it helps keep the pressure off of there. Big breath in, lean forward. The back can stay nice and straight, or you can come into a slight little fold if you want to, whichever works best for your body today. But we want to feel that stretch coming from the base of our heel all the way up to behind our knee. So make sure if you don't feel that, lean forward a little bit more until you do. And if it hurts, of course, back off of it and breathe here. Send that air, send that energy all the way down to those calves. Giving your body the love it deserves. Inhale, I am valued. Exhale what came before. Start to release gently, bringing that body back up, bending into that knee, bring it off of the block, shake it out a little bit. You can move that block out of your way. I'm proud of you. You did a great job. All right, come back to the back of your mat. Bring those feet about hip width distance apart. Sit up nice and tall through your body, all the way up through the crown of your head. Bring those palms facing forward, finding your mountain pose, your Tadasana here. Inhale, both those arms up. Maybe it feels good to gently press your pelvis forward here. Exhale, fold forward. Hands on your shins, make a nice flat back here. Shoulders back and down. Exhale, fold forward. Bend into those knees. Extend those hands in front of you, and then start to hinge that torso up towards the ceiling, coming up into chair, bringing these biceps by your ears. Sit down into your chair. Bring those palms together to touch and down to your heart center. Breathe here in your chair. Come up onto your toes. Maybe that provides a little balance challenge for you. Exhale, come down to your heels. Maybe lift up your toes. Lower the toes down. Bring the whole foot down. Press into those feet. Come on back up. Extend those arms up towards the ceiling. Bring this left hand down. Lean this right arm over to the left. Breathe here. Exhale, draw this left hand back up. Big breath in. Bring this right hand down. Lean this left hand over to the right. Inhale, both those arms up. Bring those arms out to a T, swan dive all the way down. Forward fold. Hands on those shins, make a nice flat back. Exhale, fold forward, bend into the knees. Bend into those knees, plant those hands, walk those hands forward, finding your down dog once again. Press those hips up and back. Press that chest towards those thighs. Lower those knees down to the mat. And then walk your hands out, letting yourself come down to lay on your belly. Bring those forearms in front of you, stack them, and rest your forehead. Wiggle your hips a little from side to side. Breathe here. Feel your belly pressing against the mat. Feel your back rise as you inhale. Inhale fully and exhale. Bend into your left knee. Bring it out to the side. And allow that left foot to come to the left side. Maybe bring your right cheek down to the mat. Finding a little half frog here. Big breath in. Let it go. While we're in half frog, let's take a few breaths here. Give yourself 4 complete full belly breaths. For every inhale, think renew, recharge, refresh. And for every exhale, think release. We're going to slowly work our way to the other side here. So straighten that left leg back. Maybe we turn our head and bring the other cheek down. Bend into that left knee until it's about a 90-degree angle. Nobody's got a protractor. Nobody's going to check. Find yourself in a little half frog here. Give yourself 4 complete breaths. One more full breath in and release. Draw that leg back over by its sister or brother over there. Sway your belly from side to side. Sway those hips from side to side. We're going to just breathe here for a little bit. Allowing our belly to press up against the mat as we breathe. This type of diaphragmatic breathing encourages your body to step out of that fight or flight syndrome, that survivor mode. It triggers your brain and alerts you that you are safe, you are secure. So observe your body as you breathe here. Feel your belly pressing up against the mat. Feel your back gently rise. Start to stir a little bit here, maybe wiggling your fingers and wiggling your toes. Gently start to draw those hands underneath your shoulders, palms down. Pointing those elbows back, gently press into your hands, lifting your heart, and then lift your pelvis, finding yourself in a little tabletop here. And then we're just going to shift our body forward and come to our easiest, most comfortable seats. Now that we are seated, whatever that easy seat looks like for you, maybe one leg's extended, maybe both legs are extended, maybe you've got crisscross applesauce. There's no wrong way to sit on the floor. And so sit here and breathe a little bit with me. Sit up nice and tall with the shoulders back and down. Maybe we close our eyes, and maybe we bring our hands to our belly, or one hand to our heart and one hand to our belly. And focus on the feeling of your breath, feeling your air come in through your nose, feel your chest rise, feel your belly expand. Inhale, I am capable. Exhale, doubt. Inhale, I am wonderful. Exhale that self-loathing. You don't need that anymore. Inhale, I love myself. Exhale that anger and that fear. And tonight, as we seal our practice, let's draw our palms together to touch and bring them to our heart center. And we give honor to the beautiful culture that gave us yoga, and we recite, "The light in me sees and honors the light in each of you." Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's stretch. I hope you feel so much better. If you enjoyed a video like this, please subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell, and you'll be alerted every time that I post a new yoga stretch here on Yvonne Cupcake Yoga. And also follow me on social media. I'm known as Gvon Cupcake everywhere. So if you want to follow me and follow along with my adventures of life, I would love to have you. And please reach out to me if there's any parts of your body that you'd love to have a little more stretching in, and I can definitely create a flow just for you. And I want to also thank A Little Twisted Yoga Studio for giving me a beautiful space to practice in. And until next time, take care of each other. Bye-bye.